From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Monday morning. We're seeing snow showers up in the Cascades, also in the Blues and elevations above 1,500 feet. Snow levels staying pretty consistently at 1,500 feet for today. Visibility looking pretty good in our lower elevations, but of course it's reduced up in the Cascades, so there are multiple reasons to take it slow in Snoqualmie Pass for this morning. We'll have a lot more to say about that coming up in about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, right now temperatures are in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, so we got this graphic working again. And yeah, it's cold out there. You might need the ice scraper in the valleys, but you start to factor in some of the wind gusts, and it's starting to feel pretty cold in the basin and also in the foothills as winds here gusting between 15 to 30 miles per hour, if not a little bit faster at times. So certainly bundle up this morning as you're headed out the front door. Here's the bottom line for the forecast. Scattered showers mostly for today, but tough pass travel will continue, especially up in the Cascades. We'll have more mountain and even some valley snow late Tuesday into Wednesday, especially for the Kittitas Valley, and then even more wet weather later this week. But first, we have a first alert weather day in place for today for the Cascades as dangerous pass travel continues up that way. And again, the snowy passes will be the biggest impact. And then Tuesday evening into Wednesday, now it's going to be in place for the Cascades and Kittitas Valley. A couple inches of snow in the Kittitas Valley, more dangerous pass travel. Also, the winds could give us a fit. So I'll show you a high wind watch that's in place and a winter storm warning that's in place. All that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a man found shot to death over the weekend at the Uptown Shopping Center. What police know so far. Also still ahead, President Biden authorizing long-range U.S. weapons for Ukraine to use against Russia. We have what experts are saying about his decision. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Monday, November 18th. Happy Monday. We're going to start your top stories off in a follow-up. Now, this on a story of a three-car crash on I-182 in Pasco. 3 people were sent to the hospital, and charges against one driver are pending. The crash happened Friday on I-182 between the Road 68 and Broadmoor Boulevard exits. Authorities say a 51-year-old Yakima man driving a pickup truck was speeding when he slammed into the back of a Toyota Prius, which then hit another pickup truck. And the Yakima man, the driver of the Prius, and a teen passenger in the other pickup were all taken to the hospital. Authorities say the Yakima driver is facing charges of negligent driving. And the man who's accused of shooting at Yakima police officers while trying to get away in a stolen car last week has been identified. 24-year-old Andy Valencia was arrested on multiple charges. YPD says an officer spotted the stolen car near Yakima Avenue and began chasing it. Valencia began shooting at another YPD patrol car that was not involved in the pursuit, and that was just before he crashed into another car, injuring that driver. In crime news this morning, police have identified a Richland man who was shot to death over the weekend. Authorities say 36-year-old Michael Perkins died after being shot several times in the alleyway of the Uptown Shopping Center Saturday. Officers with the Richland Police Department responded to the scene just after 4 a.m. and found the man. And authorities say witnesses reported Perkins got into a fight with another man, and that man pulled out a gun and shot Perkins several times. The investigation is ongoing. Turning to community event news now, there's a whole new kind of cuisine in the Tri-Cities. Afghan Kitchen held their grand opening this weekend. Now, Pasco City Council members, along with the mayor, helped introduce this new culinary venture to the area, and the authentic Afghan cuisine will join the lineup of vendors at the Pasco Specialty Kitchen in the downtown Pasco area. The restaurant also serves halal, which refers to food allowed under Islamic law.
We came from Afghanistan in 2002, and we had no education before that, but you know, we went to school, and then here in America, you know how they say you gotta have that dream. It's the country of dream. Yeah. Her passion is food. So she wanted to bring our culture, you know, in Tri-Cities. Now that since 2021, we've got a lot of Afghans, and we thought it would be a nice addition to just grow our community and, you know, pass like our cultural stuff, you know, to you guys.
The owner also says kebabs and spiced rice dishes are all prepared with authentic ingredients and traditional techniques. And she also says without the city of Pasco's help, this would not have been a reality. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden has authorized long-range U.S. weapons for Ukraine to use against Russia. And we have what experts are saying about his decision. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, "I can't do this alone." And we said, "That's okay. We'll figure it out together." If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
To celebrate the Kraken on Apple Valley News Now, we're giving you a chance to win Kraken swag. To enter, click on contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com. One person each month wins the swag from Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, Legends Casino Hotel, and Prosser Memorial Health.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Turkey? Check. Cranberries. Stuffing? Pie? Check, check, check. Potatoes sweet and mashed? Check. Now what about that post-turkey nap? Don't worry. The Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress has you covered. Shop today and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or get 60 months no interest financing and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Unwrap smoother skin this season with Curve Appeal. Imagine flawless, touchable skin with pain-free laser hair removal using our new Splendor X machine. Right now, sessions starting as low as $60. Only 6 sessions needed. Don't wait. It's the perfect treat for yourself or someone special. And for the holidays, give the gift of confidence and beauty with our Curve Appeal gift certificates. Book now and let us bring out your holiday glow with Splendor X. CurveAppealTC.com.
Thank you guys for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
Thank you.
What's new, what's now, and what's next? Plus first alert weather every 10 minutes. Wake up with Apple Valley News Now.
We're on your side.
On your side.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We still have the winter storm warning that's in place until 10 p.m. this evening for the eastern slopes of the Cascades. It looks like the National Weather Service in Pendleton has allowed that winter storm warning for the Blue Mountains to expire, so we'll make note of that. There's a high wind watch that's in place for the foothills of the Blue Mountains in Moore and Umatilla counties. That runs from 4 p.m. tomorrow to 10 in the morning on Wednesday. Some of these winds, per the National Weather Service in Pendleton, could gust upwards of 60 miles per hour. We'll see how that pans out. Okay, now let's take you on some whip around coverage of what the passes look like for this morning. Packed snow at Snoqualmie Pass. Either chains or all-wheel drive is required here. And then at White Pass, this would not be a very fun drive for this morning. Traction tires required here. And then we'll take it down to the Blue Mountains where I-84 at Cabbage Hill, there's black ice. You have to carry chains. That's required by law. And then for Oregon 204 at Colgate, packed snow. And yes, chains are required here specifically if you're towing. This also does not look like a whole lot of fun on a Monday morning. Okay, let's take it back down to lower elevations. Here's your day planner for today. By 8 this morning, temperatures in the 30s and 40s, and high temperatures are just going to hang out in the 40s for the most part for the rest of the day. We'll have little scattered showers in between the mountain ranges, but the better chance of showers is going to be in the foothills and in the mountains. So for today, it's going to be seasonal. It's going to be breezy, winds gusting out of the south and west between 20 to 30 miles per hour, mostly outside of the Yakima Valley. And then for tonight, winds will calm down. Overnight lows go way down. Most most of us will end up in the 20s, low 20s in the valleys. And also, this is where we could see some snow showers for tonight, snow showers up in the Cascades. So I'll have more to say about that. A lot of moving parts to the forecast over the next 7 days. So I'll touch on every bit of it coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your national news this morning, experts are weighing in on President Joe Biden's decision to let Ukraine fire long-range U.S. weapons into Russia. Military experts say the move could help Ukraine retain vital territory, but some worry about Russia's potential response. One official says the Army tactical missile systems are primarily intended for use in the Kursk region for now. Allies hope Ukraine can hold on to it despite Moscow's deployment of about 50,000 troops over there. That way, Ukraine can use it as a bargaining chip if peace talks occur. But in September, the U.S. and UK debated letting Ukraine fire conventional Western missiles into Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin responded by saying Moscow could use nuclear weapons if that happened. He also said if a nuclear power supported an assault in his country, he'd consider that nation a joint attacker. The U.S. and allies are trying to shore up supplies for Ukraine before President-elect Donald Trump takes office. They think he'll be less supportive than Biden's been. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, there are many resources for veterans to utilize, and an expo was held locally where we learned about a program that helps veterans by teaching them how to play guitar. Riley Fitzgerald with that behind-the-scenes look is after the break.
It's the fall savings event at Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company. Get 10% off custom buildings and mention this ad to get an additional $250 in free options. That's right. From now until the end of the month, get 20% off all our in-stock inventory. We offer free and fast delivery, and we're committed to unbeatable quality and service. Come visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company for the best deals of the season.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, November 21st at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. We invite you to celebrate the harvest of Thanksgiving and the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with autumn's rich colors and the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Be inspired for the beautiful holiday season around every corner. Come feel the joy at Shelby's Floral in our new location on Clearwater in Kennewick.
The Snake River in the Palouse.
Just to be out here on water every day.
Fly the Northwest over the ladies of WSU crew.
It's a beautiful place. It doesn't always cooperate, but we learn how to keep rowing no matter what.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
You tell lies, you gamble, and yet you never seem to pay a price for any of it.
When you're cute like me, rules are just a little different.
He's the funniest young genius around.
People talk about me behind my back, but it's about how smart I am.
Young Sheldon, tonight at 11:05 on Apple Valley News Now.
This week on Live, Richard Gere, Ted Danson, and
it's a real showstopper.
Cher. And next live, Jeffrey Wright.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
What does it take to be the most watched newscast in America?
We're approaching the gate now. The house is destroyed, but the flag not a tear in it. I'm David Muir.
I know who you are.
You
Watch
do.
you every night.
World News Tonight and Apple Valley News Now, your most trusted local news source.
Texans, Cowboys, the battle for Texas. Monday Night Football at 5 tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track these snow showers in the Cascades, also in the Blues and elevations above 1,500 feet. They're going to stay pretty consistently at that level throughout the day. And we'll have these scattered showers working through the region, but the best coverage is going to be in the foothills and in the mountains. And then by the late evening, maybe starting to get some snow showers trickling down into the valleys. Still more snow is going to be hounding the Cascades at this point. And then by 8 tomorrow morning, can't rule out a few flurries flying in the basin, in the foothills, and of course additional snowfall in the valleys. By 5 p.m. this is really when we're going to see the arrival of that next big blast of rain and snow. Snow levels at 1,500 feet at this point, so it will still be snowing in the Kittitas Valley, but then snow levels will raise up to around 2,500 to 3,000 feet as we head into Wednesday. Here's some of the water totals that we're expecting over the next 48 hours, maybe upwards of an inch for the Cascades, a half an inch for the Blue Mountains, but also for the valleys. That would be quite something. And between a tenth to a quarter of an inch for the basin and for the foothills. Snow levels, like I said, consistently at 1,500 feet for today, all the way down to 500 feet for tomorrow morning, but back up to 1,500 feet by the time we get to the arrival of that next onslaught of moisture for tomorrow. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting through Wednesday morning. This is subject to change, but US 2 and I-90 could see 12 to 18 inches of snow. We're talking 2 to 2.5 feet of snow for US 12, 1 to 2 inches for Ellensburg, 2 to 3 inches for I-82, less than an inch for the Yakima Valley, 6 to 12 inches for US 97, 3 to 4 inches for I-84 Cabbage Hill, and then 8 to 12 inches for Oregon 204, specifically at Tollgate. So a lot of dangerous travel, but specifically up in the Cascades. And then we'll have a little bit more as we head into Wednesday, not that much more though. And then in terms of additional snowfall up in the Cascades, maybe a couple to a few inches. But don't you worry, we have more storm systems that are on the way. One for Thursday, Friday, one for Saturday and Sunday. So the storm train is just going to keep on rolling. And these high temperatures are going to stay pretty seasonal, pretty cool over the next 7 days, so just about what you would expect. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A flurry is possible for Tuesday morning, but just more cold rain likely for Wednesday through Saturday. Then in Yakima, snowfall less than an inch is possible tomorrow morning, but just rain for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then for Ellensburg, a couple inches of snow possible over the next 48 hours, but just rainfall for Wednesday and beyond. And then in Hermiston, maybe a flake or two for tomorrow morning, then a cold rain for the rest of the week. Finally, for Walla Walla, maybe some snow mixing in tomorrow morning, but more cold, wet weather is slated for the rest of the week.
Thank you, Josh. Now at the Tri-Cities Veterans Resource Expo, there are plenty of resources to receive and programs to get involved in. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald learned about a new program called Guitars for Vets.
At the Columbia Basin Veterans Center's Vet Resource Expo, there is employment resources, housing, veterans organizations, educational, surplus items, veteran service officers, veteran benefits, haircuts, workshops, and more.
We have 79 vendors here. I'm hoping to see around 700 to 1,000 veterans come through our doors. Yeah, so it has grown. This is definitely the biggest year that we've seen.
Along with one more unconventional program, Guitars for Vets. Melissa Johnson is the director of chapter development with Guitars for Vets. She says the program teaches beginning guitar to veterans dealing with mental health issues or physical disability.
We teach you what you want to know, how you best learn, at the pace you want to go. We tailor make our lessons to the student that's sitting in front of us.
Thanks to donors, once completing the program, the veteran gets their own guitar along with everything they need.
And then once you complete 10 lessons, you're awarded a guitar, picks, tuners, capos, strap, gig bag, books, guitar polish, just a whole bunch of stuff.
She explains there are all kinds of healing properties that music provides.
Music is math and creative, so left brain and right brain. It helps bridge that gap between the two. It helps make more connections. It helps rebuild connections that were once damaged. The vibrations from the guitar, from the acoustic guitar pressed up against your body, that's soothing and healing as well. Practicing helps actually lubricate the joints and gives more dexterity to hands. I've had one student tell me that while she's practicing, her tinnitus actually dies down.
This program hopes to influence those who take part in it, the veterans, their families, and the instructors. With thousands of veterans in the region,
in a 75-mile radius, we have about 47,000 veterans that we serve in this area.
There isn't a better time to put music in the hands of those who fought for the country. In Kennewick, Riley Fitzgerald, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Riley. And before the Kennewick chapter can officially begin its lessons, they need a volunteer chapter coordinator. And if you want to get involved in volunteering, or if you're a vet thinking about joining, head to applevalleynewsnow.com to find out how you can do so. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Miss Universe 2024 has been officially crowned and she's made history. We have the details coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break. STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, click on Volunteers Count under the Contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Unwrap smoother skin this season with Curve Appeal. Imagine flawless, touchable skin with pain-free laser hair removal using our new Splendor X machine. Right now, sessions starting as low as $60. Only 6 sessions needed. Don't wait. It's the perfect treat for yourself or someone special. And for the holidays, give the gift of confidence and beauty with our Curve Appeal gift certificates. Book now and let us bring out your holiday glow with Splendor X. CurveAppealTC.com.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
These are real people seeking solutions to real pain.
I have plantar fasciitis.
My feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports. Clinically proven. Significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm not feeling any pain. My heel, that's where I always feel it.
Pressure off your knees?
Yeah, actually. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
Fly the Northwest with the ladies of WSU Crew, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In entertainment news, Netflix says Beyoncé is set to perform during the platform's first ever NFL Christmas Game Day.
The schedule consists of 2 matchups. Netflix says she's set to perform during the second game's halftime.
And the matchup features the Houston Texans and Baltimore Stadium in Beyoncé's hometown of Houston, Yonsei.
H-Town represent. Well, Netflix says that this is the first time she'll perform songs from her Cowboy Carter album live.
As long as the buffering issue doesn't happen with Netflix this time around.
Yeah, that's...
Did you hear about the Mike Tyson thing? Yeah.
I did. That's tough. Don't want to... The Beehive will come after you. That would
Yeah,
be,
exactly. Well, in more entertainment news, Miss Universe 2024 has been crowned. Over the weekend, the title went to Victoria Kjær Thelvig of Denmark, becoming the first Dane, I don't know what they exactly
it's a Dane.
Dane
Mm-hmm.
to ever win the competition.
The 21-year-old is a competitive dancer, entrepreneur, and aspiring lawyer. She beat out more than 120 other contestants to win the annual beauty pageant in Mexico City Saturday night.
And this year's competition was historic. For the first time ever, there were no age limits for contestants. And before that, women over the age of 28 were not allowed. Also, moms were allowed to compete for the first time ever.
What? Well, anyway,
I know.
The changes mark a clear push from the Miss Universe organization to modernize.
As they should.
Yes.
I love that. Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, missing and murdered Indigenous people has been a silent epidemic for years, and the families of victims have been struggling alone, not just with the aftermath of grief, but also having to navigate a complex criminal justice system. But we're now learning that government agencies are finally stepping up. Emily Goodell has that report after the break.
While I'm waiting for the shredding truck to arrive, I thought I would show you some of the work I've done over the years, protecting the rights of innocent accident victims and the public safety in general. If quantity is any indication of valuable experience, I'm sure I'm at the top of the heap.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts, supporting Bikes for Tykes, believes every kid should have a bike. Since 2009, Bikes for Tykes has given thousands of bikes and helmets to local kids, and they're doing it again this year. Click on Bikes for Tykes at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show. Be the first to see our all-new grand floating Christmas tree, with holiday getaways starting at only $246.
It's the fall savings event at Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company. Get 10% off custom buildings and mention this ad to get an additional $250 in free options. That's right. From now until the end of the month, get 20% off all our in-stock inventory. We offer free and fast delivery, and we're committed to unbeatable quality and service. Come visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company for the best deals of the season.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Tegan Goodell is now caring for patients at Prosser Orthopedic Center. Dr. Goodell brings his expertise in sports injuries and advanced arthroscopic procedures to the community, offering comprehensive care to athletes and active individuals throughout the region. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Goodell, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
This week on Live, Richard Gere, Ted Danson, and
it's a real showstopper.
Cher. And next live, Jeffrey Wright.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This year has gone by very fast. We're now getting ready for the holidays. We need to be responsible and vote. Also, watch out for the road construction that's still going on. Call us if you're injured.
Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546. Texans, Cowboys, the battle for Texas. Monday Night Football at 5 tonight. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, we are in a first alert weather day, and it's going to be like this for a couple days, isn't it?
Yes. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all first alert weather days, as I will deal with a myriad of impacts over those few days. But first, let's start off with this morning. Let's start off at square one. Square one's pretty cold out there for this morning. We'll take a live look at the temperatures right now. We're in the 20s and 30s in the valleys, 30s and 40s in the basin and foothills. But you factor in some of the wind gusts, especially the winds in the Tri-Cities, some of the winds that we've seen in Walla Walla and Pendleton. At times they've gusted up to 30 miles per hour. It looks like those have reeled back in a little bit, but you factor in the winds with some of the air temperatures, and yeah, it is certainly pretty brisk out there for this morning, so everyone needs to bundle up. Visibility looking good in lower elevations, but we are seeing some reductions in visibility up in the Cascades, as you would expect. So that's one reason to take it slow on Snoqualmie Pass. The other reason would be it got a lot of snow this week, and it continues to pick up snowfall for this morning, as we do have snow showers in the Cascades and in the Blues in elevations of about 1,500 feet. And those snow levels will stay pretty consistently at 1,500 feet for today. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today in the Tri-Cities. You can see mostly dry in the basin, and it's going to be chilly for today as we'll have highs that'll top out around 50 degrees. So for today, this is actually seasonal, scattered showers, although better coverage of showers in the foothills and in the mountains. So I'll take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. Also, I'll show you what this storm system is going to do to our rainfall deficits. Maybe we're starting to eke out some surpluses, so that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off this half hour in Yakima, for years, missing and murdered Indigenous people has been a silent epidemic, with victims' families struggling alone, navigating a complex criminal justice system. However, government agencies are finally stepping up. Representatives of federal, state, and tribal agencies traveled to the Yakima Nation Winter Lodge on Thursday to update the community on the progress they've made, as well as share new resources. At the local level, the Yakima Nation created a tribal community response plan outlining their policies for responding to MMIP cases and services available for the families, plus hiring the first Yakima Nation MMIP liaison to work personally with those families.
I'm all for outreach, but it's working with one-on-ones, letting them know that if I'm not their voice for them, I'm helping them raise their own voice, because only our people will know what they're going through if they express it themselves. They will feel it because it is so powerful.
To see more on what's being done to address the crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous people at every level, visit our website for that full report. And in Pasco this morning, Ziply Fiber says it's begun construction of a new ultra-high-speed 100% fiber optic network in the city. The network became available over the weekend to the first 2,500 addresses. Company officials say it will serve more than 4,500 homes and businesses, and when construction is complete in the coming weeks. Ziply says with this launch, Pasco has the fastest household internet speeds in the nation. Making a difference this Thanksgiving season, one local business is holding a sock drive. Vibe Salon of Kennewick is currently hosting the Socks for the Soul fundraiser, and this is the 9th year. They're hoping to collect 2,000 pairs of warm socks, which is one of the most requested items for those in need. So far, they have gathered about 1,250 pairs, and they hope they can reach their goal before Thanksgiving. The fundraiser is in honor of the business owner's late grandmother, who told us they taught them the true meaning of giving.
We do it in memory of my late grandmother. It's been about 4 years since she's been passed, but every year we gather socks, and we just know that it brings warmth and comfort to a lot of people. So we wanted to carry on the tradition.
One of the things that she liked to do is to give us socks. And she would say, there's nothing like a new pair of socks.
And the people that we choose to give these to really are in need, so it's important.
When all the socks are collected, they will be distributed to local organizations like the Union Gospel Mission, foster care families, and other places who help those in need. Now, each holiday season, Meals on Wheels sends out wish lists to its homebound seniors, and they're asking for the community's help in collecting these items for the seniors. So the lists include things like stamps and stationery, candy and cookies, also socks, slippers, gloves, hats, as well as other clothes. And gift cards are also a great idea. Stephen Davis, the director for the Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels, says the program started as a small staff program, but in 2016, there was a group of volunteers who came together to help expand it.
They like to call themselves the elves, but we found a need where our homebound seniors were isolated, lonely, and during this holiday season, everybody should have the opportunity to know that there's people who care and have a network that supports them.
About 460 people have taken part so far, which they say is the most they've ever had. Items can be dropped off to their office at 1824 Fowler Street in Richland, and you can drop these off until December 2nd. And also at Meals on Wheels, a reminder about some of the other services they offer. Most know about the food delivery, where the name Meals on Wheels comes from, but did you know that there are also indoor dining experiences? Most dining centers in Benton and Franklin counties require a reservation 24 hours in advance, but there's no charge or income requirements. Everything is donation-based, and these dining centers aim to alleviate isolation and loneliness.
Here in the cafe, we have about 15 to 20 of them that are here every single day. And what's really cool is every once in a while a new face will show up and somebody decided to bring a friend or somebody new heard about the program. And then it's cool because they come in and they get to meet other people that are in similar situations as themselves, and then they make that connection and have that social interaction.
At the Central Campus on Fowler Street, there is also a breakfast service every Wednesday morning. Again, no reservations are needed, and there are almost 700 volunteers in the region that help keep this program running. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Thanksgiving is next week, and many people will be traveling, whether it be by road or air. We have what experts are saying you should be prepared for when it comes to the busy travel season.
Fly the Northwest with the ladies of WSU Crew, Tuesday at 6.
Are you ready to shop? Because you know we got the deals during the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. Check out special purchases while they last and save up to 50%. Or make your cash go further with 60 months no interest financing. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Black Friday Super Sale, only at Furniture Row.
Hey, Luke, I am so excited to host the CMA Awards again.
Nashville, here we go.
Hang tight, honey, got a pocket full of money and I'm headed straight home to you.
Lady, what are you doing here?
I'm hosting the CMA Awards with y'all.
It looks like clear skies and a star-studded night. Saddle up for the CMA Awards from Nashville, only on Apple Valley News Now.
All right, boys. Y'all ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Move on over, Luke.
Okay, oh.
Light up the holidays and the road at Overturf Kia. Haul the whole crew comfortably in a new 2025 Kia Carnival LXS. Starting at $40,160, find 8 passenger seating, advanced driver assistance systems, heated seats, and more. Plus, get 5.99% interest for 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Apple Valley News Now is home to top shows from ABC like 911, the all-new Dr. Odyssey, and The Golden Bachelorette. And Apple Valley News Now is home to the #1 local morning newscast.
Now that's good.
Good Morning Northwest, followed by Good Morning America. Plus, we lead the way in sports with NFL Monday Night Football, college football, including the SEC, and the Seattle Kraken. Apple Valley News Now, proudly serving South Central Washington and Northern Oregon.
And we are on your side.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's take you on a tour of today's forecast. We're going to start off like we typically do in Kittitas County. These high temperatures in the 30s and 40s, winds gusting out of the west and northwest upwards of 20 miles per hour. So it is going to feel brisk out there for today. And keep in mind that snow levels are going to stay pretty consistently at 1,500 feet. So if we do see a few snow showers in the Kittitas Valley, well, they would happen as snow showers and not as rain showers. But up in the Cascades, there's going to be a much better chance for showers today. All right, then in the Yakima Valley, should be mostly dry for today, and any showers that we do see will be of the rain variety. High temperatures up into the middle to upper 40s. Light winds here, but that's not going to be the same case in the lower Columbia Basin, as these winds will gust out of the west and southwest upwards of 30 miles per hour. These highs near 50 degrees, so it's also going to be a cool to cold day here. And then in the foothills of the Blue Mountains, winds also gusting out of the west and southwest upwards of 30 miles per hour, so also pretty brisk in this part of the in this neck of the woods. And then in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains, high temperatures into the mid 30s, and again we will see a decent amount of snow showers up in the Blues for today. Now let's talk about the big picture, the rainfall deficits that we were expecting before this Sunday-Monday storm system and what we were expecting on the back end of the storm system. So obviously heading into the storm system with seasonal rainfall deficits across the board, but on the backside of the storm system, I'm thinking we could start to run some subtle surpluses in the basin, but still a lot of work to be done in the valleys. And we're starting to get on par in the foothills. And all these numbers are set to go up as we have a lot more wet weather on the way for this week. And I'll show you those chances coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In consumer news this morning, if you're heading out of town for Thanksgiving, experts say to prepare for congested roads and busy airports. A record number of Americans are expected to travel over Thanksgiving this year, and that's according to AAA. ABC's Zoreen Shaw has more on what to expect.
Thanksgiving is always a popular time to travel, but this year may see the most travelers yet. AAA projecting nearly 80 million Americans will travel 50 miles or more between Tuesday, November 26th and Monday, December 2nd.
It is going to set records. Last year, 2023, was another record-setting year, but we're surpassing that by over 2.1%, which equates to about 1.7 million people traveling domestically.
Most of those travelers will be driving, with a record 71.7 million people expected to get to their destinations by car, and they'll benefit from lower gas prices this year compared to last.
We're looking at an average of $3.26 this holiday season, and we may even see $3 a gallon by Thanksgiving, which is the lowest it's been since 2021.
Air travel also forecasted to set a new record.
So we're going to see an increase of 2.1% versus last year, bringing that in around 5.8 million people flying this holiday season.
And another record, nearly 2.3 million people projected to travel via other modes of transportation, including trains, buses, and cruises.
We are seeing a huge increase in cruises, up 20% over 2023. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that cruises were really the last ones to start back up post-COVID.
If you'll be hitting the road for Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving is expected to be the busiest day to head out.
Anytime you can leave on Thanksgiving itself and start early in the morning and get to your destination, that is when you're going to find the optimal time to be on the road.
When coming home, Sunday evening is expected to be the busiest. If you're renting a car, experts say to reserve ahead of time and arrive early to pick it up. There may be long lines. And if you're flying, download the airline's app to check your flight status before heading to the airport. Reserve parking in advance and get there early to count for longer lines at security. Zoreen Shaw, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, 2,500 customers in Pasco can now experience the fastest internet speeds available in the nation, and that's right in their own homes. And more customers will be added to the list in the coming weeks. We go over how this is possible in your morning sprint. Plus, we'll have more of your top stories, but first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth will have your first alert full weather forecast.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought Crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
Liberty Lawn and Saw Shop, your destination for outdoor power equipment. We offer a wide range of products from leading brands such as Exmark, Husqvarna, Echo, and Steel. Make your yard stand out with our range of professional-grade landscaping tools and equipment. We also provide a variety of services, including free pickup and delivery on deluxe services. Our team is committed to providing the best care for your outdoor equipment. Call us today or text us for faster service at 509-371-1477. Visit us in West Richland and at libertylawnandsawshop.com.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Unwrap smoother skin this season with Curve Appeal. Imagine flawless, touchable skin with pain-free laser hair removal using our new Splendor X machine. Right now, sessions starting as low as $60. Only 6 sessions needed. Don't wait. It's the perfect treat for yourself or someone special. And for the holidays, give the gift of confidence and beauty with our Curve Appeal gift certificates. Book now and let us bring out your holiday glow with Splendor X. CurveAppealTC.com.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. We invite you to celebrate the harvest of Thanksgiving and the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with autumn's rich colors and the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Be inspired for the beautiful holiday season around every corner. Come feel the joy at Shelby's Floral in our new location on Clearwater in Kennewick.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Saludos de arriba, tengo frío solo en esta cima. Pa' donde yo vaya con boba pa' encima. Viajando del tiempo se flota en el aire, también se cambia.
Texans, Cowboys, Monday Night Football at 5 tonight. Apple Valley News Now.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track snow showers up in the Cascades and up in the Blues with snow levels around 1,500 feet, and those levels are going to stay pretty consistently there for today, and they'll fluctuate as we head into tomorrow, but we'll go ahead and show you the rest of today with Futurecast, and we'll have some scattered showers on the map. The best coverage is going to continue to be in the foothills and in the mountains, but we can't rule out just a stray shower or two for the valleys or basin. And then closer to midnight, at this point, the bulk of the snow showers are going to be up in the Cascades, but also some of these starting to trickle down into the valleys as well. And then by 8 in the morning, could have some snow showers or maybe a few flurries at best falling in the basin and also for portions of the foothills. Now watch this as we head into the late afternoon or early evening. This is when we're going to get that onslaught of the next big blast of rain and snow. Snow levels at 1,500 feet at this point. So it's probably still going to be snow in the Kittitas Valley at this point, but then snow levels raising up as we head into Wednesday. More on snow levels in a second, but first, here's some of the water totals that we're expecting over the next 48 hours. This is subject to change. We're thinking probably an inch for the Cascades, up to a half an inch, not just for the Blues, but also for the valleys. That would be quite something. And then between a tenth to a quarter of an inch for the basin and for the foothills. Snow levels at 1,500 feet for today, falling down to 500 feet for tomorrow morning, back up to 1,500 feet for tomorrow afternoon, and then up to around 2,500, 3,000 feet as we head into Tuesday evening and then into Wednesday. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting over the next 48 hours. This is subject to change, but US 2, I-90, 12 to 18 inches there. For US 12, we're expecting 2 to 2.5 feet of snow. Then for Ellensburg, a couple inches. I-82, 2 to 3 inches. Yakima Valley, probably less than an inch. US 97, 6 to 12 inches. I-84 at Meacham and Cabbage Hill, 3 to 4 inches. And Oregon 204 at Tollgate, that would probably be 8 to 12 inches. So definitely the most dangerous pass travel is going to be up in the Cascades. We'll have additional rainfall and snowfall into Wednesday. It's really going to be the last gasp of this storm system, but then we have additional storm systems as we head into Thursday, Friday, another one for Saturday and Sunday. So the storm train's just going to keep on rolling, and high temperatures staying seasonal. So it's going to be wet. It's going to be seasonal, a little wintry in those specific elevations, just about what you would expect for this time of the year. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A flurry is possible for tomorrow morning, maybe, but then more cold rain likely for Wednesday through Saturday. In Yakima, snowfall less than an inch is possible for tomorrow morning, but just rainfall for Wednesday through Saturday. Then in Ellensburg, 1 to 2 inches of snow possible over the next 48 hours, but just rainfall for Wednesday and beyond. In Hermiston, maybe a flake or two for tomorrow morning, then a cold rain for the rest of the week. Finally, for Walla Walla, maybe some snow mixing in tomorrow morning, but more cold, wet weather slated for the rest of the week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new details on the latest sports star burglarized.
Bobby Portis is checked in. He gets a warm reception as Portis.
Milwaukee Bucks forward Bobby Portis posting this surveillance video showing 2 men wearing face masks and backpacks as they ransack his home. Portis asking fans with any information to come forward.
I am now offering a $40K cash reward. You can stay anonymous and still receive the cash reward. Love.
Police in Wisconsin have been in touch with the FBI and investigators handling the October burglaries of Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and tight end Travis Kelce's homes, noting the striking similarities. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on how authorities are working these unsolved cases in multiple states. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Many remedies you take for chest congestion only mask the symptoms. You're gonna love this property.
Try this.
Mucinex 12-Hour treats the mucus that causes chest congestion for all-day relief. Mucinex in, mucus out. Treat the cause.
Are you tired of your hair breaking after waiting years for it to grow? New Pantene with more pro vitamins plus biotin and collagen repairs as well as the leading luxury bonding brand. Stronger, healthier hair without the $60 price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and Clearer Skin, I'm all in. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many even achieved 100% clear skin.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:50. It's time for your 6 o'clock morning sprint. We're going to start off in your national headlines. New Orleans police are investigating 2 shootings that left 2 people dead and 9 people wounded. This happened Sunday afternoon during a second line parade. Investigators say the first shooting involved someone in a car firing into the crowd, wounding 8 people. About 45 minutes later, another shooting happened where the gunfire hit several people and 2 people died. Police are trying to determine if the 2 shootings are related. President Biden is authorizing powerful U.S. long-range weapons for Ukraine to fire inside Russia. The move comes as Russia has deployed nearly 50,000 troops to Kursk. Thousands of North Korean troops have deployed to Kursk as part of the offensive. The administration is concerned the entry of North Korea troops into the conflict could lead to a dangerous new phase in the war. In your business headlines, Barnes & Noble is expanding, saying it plans to open 60 new stores in 2025. The company is bucking a recent trend. Many retailers, especially ones with brick-and-mortar stores, have struggled to compete with online shopping. Analysts say the company revamped its business model by prioritizing customer preferences in communities over a one-size-fits-all approach. The U.S. Postal Service will honor the late, great Betty White with the postal stamp next year, which was designed by USPS's art director. The company announced it will roll out many new stamps in 2025, with some honoring nature, history, and cultural icons like Betty White. In your health headlines, the CDC is investigating an outbreak of E. coli linked to tainted carrots. The outbreak has caused 1 death and sickened dozens of other people in 18 states. Investigators traced the organic carrots to Grimway Farms, a carrot producer in Bakersfield, California. A new study finds prolonged standing may not be as healthy as previously thought. While prolonged sitting has long been associated with obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases, researchers found that standing did not reduce the risk and increased a person's risk of circulatory problems. Researchers say the key to staying healthy is moving and interrupting long stretches of sitting or standing. Now we go to your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. First up, police have identified a man who was shot to death on Saturday. Authorities say 36-year-old Michael Perkins of Richland died after being shot several times in the Uptown Shopping Center area. RPD responded to the scene just after 4 a.m. and found the man. And authorities say witnesses reported Perkins got into a fight with another man, and that man pulled out a gun and shot Perkins several times. The investigation is ongoing. Ziply Fiber has begun construction of its ultra-high-speed 100% fiber optic network in Pasco. With this, Pasco will have the fastest internet speeds available in the nation, and it became available over the weekend to the first 2,500 addresses, and officials say it will serve more than 4,500 customers when construction is complete in the coming weeks. The 11th Avenue Ballet School and Yakima School of Ballet is hosting its auditions for the Nutcracker. The auditions are for local children and are being held today and tomorrow, and young dancers ages 6 to 17 are invited to audition. The Pasco School District is hosting a bus driver and substitute paraeducator event today. It'll be held in the Booth Building Boardroom at 1215 West Lewis Street in Pasco. The event starts at 4 p.m. and goes on until 7 p.m. and there will be on-the-spot interviews, and you will have the opportunity to apply immediately. And it is a first alert weather day, so stay with Apple Valley News Now for coverage of the storm. Make sure you download our app and sign up for alerts that get sent right to your phone. We also have webcams showing the current conditions. And again, it's all at applevalleynewsnow.com or our Apple Valley News Now app. All right, check this out now. So police officers in Tacoma, Washington shared video of someone that was running from the law.
That's right. This culprit led officers on a wild chase, not a wild goose chase though, through neighborhoods, streets, people's front lawns. And at one point, one officer can be heard saying, "The pig is being non-compliant" into his radio. So it wasn't a goose chase.
So let's take a look at this video now. Yes, it is an actual pig that is running loose.
Aw. Well, after a pig got loose, body cam footage released by the Tacoma Police Department shows them trying very hard to capture it.
And so TPD says the pig was not harmed during the ordeal and is now being cared for at the Rusty Bar Ranch. And look at it just go. And there's the video later shows when they capture it, and it could just be seen squealing so loudly. Oh, free him, no.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I think he was a little
cute.
nervous because it was around breakfast time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh. Well, Josh, it's a first alert weather day today, so how's it looking outside? And it's going on for a couple of days, isn't it?
Yes, it's not just a first alert weather day, but it's days, plural, for Monday, Tuesday, and for Wednesday. So we'll go ahead and start at square one for this morning, and it is chilly out there, 20s, 30s, and 40s, just kind of depending on your microclimate, but it feels even colder in the basin and also for the foothills as winds are gusting between 15 to 25 miles per hour. We are tracking some snow showers this morning in the Cascades, in the Blue Mountains, in elevations mostly above 1,500 feet. Those snow levels are going to stay pretty consistently at that level for today. So speaking of today, it's going to be seasonal. We're going to have highs in the 40s and 50s. The best coverage of showers today is going to be in the foothills and mountains, but we can't rule out some stray showers even in the basin or in the valleys. So yes, today is a first alert weather day in the Cascades because of the dangerous past travel. Again, you can go to applevalleynewsnow.com and you can look at all of those current past conditions and chain requirements. And then we have another first alert weather day for Tuesday evening and a Wednesday. This time it's also for the Cascades, but in addition to that, the Kittitas Valley, we could get a couple inches of snow there, more feet of snow expected up in the Cascades. And here's that snowfall map that I know everyone loves to see. So take it all in.
And it is almost Thanksgiving, so if you're traveling early, stay with us. Go to our website and our Apple Valley News Now app. And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
And an update on the forecast at applevalleyNewsNow.com as well. Good Morning America is up next. We'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 4:30 and after Monday Night Football. Have a great day.